sport has ever seen. The Bronze Bomber, fighting out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the former heavyweight champion of the world.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, DEontay Wilder.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Off-the-charts action from both of these fighters. Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counter punch. A perfect counter lands. He just misses with that jab. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with them.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without...
Let's go out there.
On to the second round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe this? This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Counter punching. It's Frazier in trouble. Down goes Joe Frazier. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
Get your mind back on the...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
That uppercut doesn't get through. That right hook won't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Hard reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect punch. Got him there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get your minds on the job. Get back out there and win the round. I need you to...
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back.
Good focus back. Get that jab back. Just box in. Be smart.
Can't miss him.
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Now they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Throws the jab, but does not score. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
They exchange punches. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more act. And the bronze bomber goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner somehow.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock. There's the bell for round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Insane action. That uppercut's blocked. Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job blocking the left hook. There's no way Frazier survives this. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will continue.
final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. Here we go. It's round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This is the heavyweight division. Hold that thought! Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? Smoking Joe may go. What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? His stamina is off the charts. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Let's talk about Wilder in that last.
What's he doing?
There's the bell to start round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for it.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And down goes Wilder. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
There's a counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Can you imagine if he knocks out this? And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What is that?
And there's the bell for round 9. Both fighters knocked down in the last round. What do we have in store for us in this one?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Perfect counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. His stamina is off the charts. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to... And there's the bell to start round 10. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
That counter shot lands. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. These punches coming from every angle. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. One punch could end this fight for either of the... We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
There's always a way.
Here's the 11th. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That uppercut misses. knockout. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast that you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Frazier. Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response.
And there's the bell to start round 12. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. And as we watch it again, that punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
A shot.
You all right?